And good morning. It's 7:04 on this Monday, December 1st. It's time to head to Studio B for Coleman and Company.
Hello, everybody. Welcome on Monday morning. Dynamite, dynamite, when Vandy starts to fight. That's all you're going to get this morning, probably more than you want. But a good morning. We welcome you to our program. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend, and we're all ready to start here with Absolute Kubota. And this morning, Ryan Cornwell is back with us again. Good morning.
Good morning.
How was your weekend?
It was good. Just spent a lot of time with the family. Went with my in-laws and then my parents the weekend, so it was a good time hanging out with the family and ate a lot of food and just kind of spent time with them. So,
well, it's nice to have a little break like that.
Yes, and, it is.
I think really nice of Matt Bryson, your owner and employer, to give you the Friday and Saturday off.
Yeah, that was nice. It was a good, long, kind of refreshing and good time to recharge.
And now back to the Monday morning grind.
That's it. Back to Monday morning, and it is now December, one of our historically busiest months of the year.
Yeah.
So it's here.
Well, we'll remind people, of course, you have at Absolute Kubota, you have Kubota, which you would expect, Kubota tractors, hay equipment, zero-turn mowers, RTVs. You have the Exmark zero-turn mowers, and, of course, Red Max outdoor power equipment, and a lot of good things. But you say December is a good month for a lot of reasons.
It is. December is kind of the prime time for when it comes to contractors and big farm owners to do the farm tax write-offs and then the business tax write-offs. So if you're meeting with your CPA over the next week or two and kind of need to get your taxes in order and kind of be in a certain bracket or certain category, a lot of contractors realize they need to spend some money in order to save some money. So right now, kind of what you're doing is we're having a lot of guys that are calling out, started last week, calling in and kind of just seeing, they have an equipment need for their business and they're trying to figure out what that best piece of equipment is for them and what makes sense for them for taxes this year. So now is a really good time to be starting to think about that. We can kind of help you out on that front.
Well, the fact that you're thinking about it and reminding people, of course, a lot of people don't need to be reminded much, but maybe some do, but then reminded what great deals, not only the tax advice, you can lead them along. Their tax advisor is going to get into the difficult stuff, but you know enough about it to know that you can invest now and save on your taxes, and that's a big thing. Absolutely, yeah.
So it's still 2025 right now. So if you need a tax write-off for 2025, kind of our big items this time of year are skid steers, track loaders, and then our excavators. Right now, a lot of our contractors are coming in and asking about those. We've got some really good deals. We've got 0% financing right now on all skid steers, excavators. We've got lease program options, which have really good monthly payment options as well. Involved in the financing, you can also put your machine under Kubota's insurance plan. So if you ever have any kind of like accident, damage, anything like that, the machine's fully covered and we kind of handle it all for you as the dealership on the back end there once you get a claim number. So we've got some really good options for a lot of our contractors. If you're a large farm owner, we've also got some pretty cool options there when it comes to leasing tractors, buying tractors, and also, if you need a cutter, a hay baler, a disc mower, whatever you might need, we've got it. So,
Ryan, when people make a purchase at Absolute Kubota, I mean, some will pay cash, no doubt. Some will finance. What do more people do one or the other?
Yeah, it varies. I'd say we're 50-50, 60-40, somewhere in that range. The financing deals are really hard to pass up, especially when you offer 0%. But like I said last week, Kubota's never really offered the cash rebates that they're offering right now. Like right now, man, we've never seen cash rebates this high. Even on our little bitty tractors, you can save $4,500 right now as a cash rebate, which is almost unheard of. Typically a cash rebate's $1,000, something like that. But right now, man, there's $4,500 even on the small tractors. So from our little L series all the way to the big M series, you've got $4,500 cash rebates. And then when you get into the big ag tractors like the M5 and the M6, well, some of those cash rebates on those guys are $8,000, $10,000, $12,000. So if you're a cash buyer, you can save some serious money that way. But if it makes more sense to finance, Kubota's got some great 0% options there on all our construction equipment. 0% for 36 months. You can do 1% for 48 months, 2% for 60 months, 3% for 72, 4% for 84. So you can really get these payments wherever you you need them to be for your business or your farm.
Well, I'm sure you'd like to make a sale, whether it's the first or even the 31st or 21st. But don't everybody wait till the last day of the year.
It makes it a whole lot less stressful for you and for us if you start thinking about it now. This week we're here all week. Call us, come in, stop in, and we'll help you out, figure out what might make sense for you. If December 30th, 31st is the time you need, we can make it happen generally. But it makes it a lot less stressful if you go ahead and kind of think ahead right now.
Right. And let's just quickly put in a plug here for your service department.
Right.
Clint Kelly runs that. And if you've got maintenance or repair issues, don't wait till March or April when it gets so busy.
Yeah, right now. And, a lot of our mowing contractors kind of take advantage of this. We run winter service promos where you'll get a certain percentage off depending on the service you're doing, or free transport to the dealership. So kind of be on the lookout for that. The details of that should be on our website or on our Facebook page. But we run that this time of year, so kind of go ahead and get your mower serviced, and that way when spring hits, you're ready to go.
All right. Thanks for being with us. Have a great one. We'll see you next time.
All right. Thank you.
Ryan Cornwell in sales at Absolute Kubota, 1506 West Main. We're 10 after the hour, and this is the first Monday of the month, which we always feature the Wilson County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Robert Bryan is not with us this morning, but Captain Scott Moore is. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I am doing fine. You want to say good morning again?
Good morning. I'm on now.
I hit the wrong button.
Good morning, Coleman.
Good to see you. How's things going?
Everything's going good. I had a great Thanksgiving. Ate a lot of food and, watched a lot of ball games, some more unfortunate than others, but nevertheless, it was a great weekend.
Well, I know you went to the University of Tennessee, and I know that you're a big Vol fan, and that was probably not an easy loss to take, but I only got to see the second half of the game, but I tell you what, Vanderbilt really played ball, and Tennessee didn't, to be honest.
It was very tough on my end to watch, because I've always been a UT fan, but I do give to Vanderbilt. They've got a great team. They got a great coaching staff, and, they deserve that one. They outplayed UT in every way.
Well, I know that the social media was full of comments, and it seems like every time if you go, I believe you're 8-4 for the year.
That's correct.
8-4 is not satisfactory with a lot of people, and they're ready to fire the coach. And I think you got a pretty good coach up there myself. You can't win them all.
That's correct. And what you're seeing is in college football is, so many changes mid-season when you lose a couple, and I think some universities forget where they came from. When they had those 6-7 and 5-8, wins or lost seasons. It depends on which way you look at it. But in our situation, I think Coach Apple's doing a great job. He may make some changes on his staff, but I would love to see him stick around, and I think he's doing a great job. We just need to improve our defense a little bit, and I think we're there.
Well, sports has been important in your life. You're over 7 foot tall.
I'm 6'11". Now my son is 7'2", so he made it. I never did.
But you did play college basketball.
I did.
And you have been somewhat of a sports enthusiast. I think probably that's a good for the business that you're in and the problems that you have to face, and people's problems are your problems. To have a diversion like maybe sports is a good thing.
Absolutely. I know I was very fortunate to get a full paid scholarship to the University of Tennessee in 1995 to play basketball for them. So I can say throughout my college career, I didn't have to pay a single dime to get my education. It was all paid for, and it allowed me to start my career and not a lot of debt compared to others who may had to pay for college. And I'm very thankful for that. And without that degree and the discipline that comes with playing with a college team and things like that, I can honestly say I wouldn't be here probably talking to you right now if it wasn't for those things.
Well, we're close to taking a break. Any big thing we need to discuss this morning? I know we had this incident where there was somebody being chased in a wreck, and you got anything to share on that this morning?
I know we responded, I guess it was the night before Thanksgiving, last Wednesday night. There was an actual incident on Sparta Pike where we had to completely shut down Sparta Pike. Right just south of the interstate, we had a stabbing that took place, and the suspect barricaded himself inside the house, so we had to shut down all the traffic and then get our negotiations team there to see if we could talk him out. We were very successful. We were able to get him out without any further incident and make the arrest on that person. So, you still have a victim involved that, needed medical attention, so hopefully that they'll be okay. But we did have that right before Thanksgiving, so It's always something with the amount of people that, is coming through here and the population growth.
Yeah. Captain Scott Moore, my guest. We'll take a break right here. This is Coleman and Company, FM 98.9.
Let's see what's happening on the roadways, and it's all brought to you by Bates Ford. That regular oil change, $39.95, up to 5 quarts of oil, tax and disposal, 1780 Franklin Road. Now with traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. A little bit heavier with some volume in the last few minutes westbound. 24 at Bell Road, Hickory Hollow Parkway, as that traffic builds coming in from Rutherford County. Plenty of radar still left out here on I-40 through parts of Wilson County, especially the Mount Juliet area. It's starting to get a little bit heavier southbound. 65 at Trinity Lane. Hey, when you need dependable towing for a car or a big truck, call STR Towing and Recovery. Check them out first. Get to know them at strtow.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Renewal happens here at Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing. Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing has experienced new leadership and a new atmosphere. Same location in the heart of Lebanon, 731 Castle Heights Court on the Castle Heights campus. Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing is providing 5-star clinical outcomes to short-term and long-term care residents. Call 615-444-4319 for a tour and to experience the new culture. Renewal happens here at Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing.
Hey, this is Dr. Derek Gregory, and I'm proud to announce to you the opening of our brand new dental practice, Gregory Dental Group, at 1746 West Main Street, just across the road from Sports Village. Come experience modern dentistry at its best. We're always welcoming new patients, and I truly look forward to taking the best care of all your dental needs. Come by or call us today.
That's Gregory Dental Group, 615-444-0322, or online at mylebanontndentist.com. Gregory Dental Group, compassion, knowledge, skill.
I'm Lebanon Mayor Rick Bell.
And I'm Sarah Haston.
The holidays are a special time in Lebanon. It's the perfect chance to shop local. Every dollar you spend at a Lebanon business strengthens our community by supporting jobs, families, and the heartbeat of our hometown.
The shops and restaurants here are what make our city unique. From gifts and meals to decorations and experiences, every purchase makes a difference.
This season, keep it close to home. Shop local and help Lebanon shine a little brighter this Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Coleman and Company, thanks for joining us on Monday morning, the Monday after Thanksgiving. Today's first day of December, and Captain Scott Moore is with us from the Sheriff's Office this morning, representing Sheriff Robert Bryan. Anything about this wreck that I mentioned a while ago that you've got any information you want to share, or is it too early on that for you?
Too early on that. I don't have much information on that as we speak, so that'd be something I'd have to make a couple phone calls about. So.
Well, you'll find out when you get to the office or whatever. You hadn't been to the office yet, have you?
I actually have. I usually get to work around 5:15, 5:30, so I went and I did take off last week with the exception of the time I went to that stabbing incident that I was talking about. But I'm a morning person, so I went to try to get a few notes to talk about today.
Okay. Well, thanks for your preparation. I know we can always talk about the school. In school, of course, they've been. I guess the schools were off all of last week. Maybe teachers reported on Monday, but otherwise, I think they were off for a week. So back to school today.
Right, they were off all last week, and we're getting at the end of the the first half of the school year. and everything. I can say, we got 23,000 students, and you're always going to have problems to deal with and things like that with the amount of students and just itself. But I know the Tennessean reached out to me a couple weeks ago and done an article, wanted to compare this year to the last couple years in regards to school threats. This year compared to last year, the amount of school threats are down. However, the amount of arrests are up when you start talking about your disorderly conduct, your assaults, drug offenses, things of that nature. So, again, school threats come in waves. I know the last school year, the majority of those came within the first 4 or 5 weeks of the school, and a lot of it was on social media, TikTok, Snapchat, things like that we have to investigate. And the majority of them are found to have no credit, no backing to it, which is a good thing. However, you still have to make sure you investigate each detail, as precise as you can to make sure that you can come out and say that it is non-credible. When we look at school safety, one thing that I want to mention is it only takes one failure. It only takes one failure of that school overlooking something, not doing something that they should be to remain proactive. And so you really have to take a lot of pride in each day when those doors open up to make sure that you run down every red flag, everything that makes the back of your neck, the hair on the back of your neck stand up, that you check into it to make sure that you don't overlook something.
No question. I would think your school resource officers work very closely with the school principal, with those that the powers that be. Let's say at the school, is there one person that they work closer with? Is it always the principal, or how do you do that? I mean, you did this as a school resource officer before you were their supervisor, and before you became Captain Scott Moore. You know all about this. Tell us. Communication's everything, and I encourage SROs each day to keep those open doors of communication with their administration. They're probably going to, on a day-to-day basis, deal with the assistant principals more often, because they're the ones that are dealing, with a lot of discipline and things like that. They do have a lot of communication with the head principal, obviously, but the assistant principals is probably who they deal with the most. So, complacency is something that you can't allow yourself to get into, because if you start going through the motions and you're dealing with a child that you've dealt with on many occasions, and every single time it was found to be, a non-credible threat, then you kind of, we can't get in our mind that if we deal with this kid again, that it's just going to be a non-credible threat. We need to make sure that we remain proactive and don't fall in that complacency stage where you can slip up, and, that's when you can miss something. So that's important. Scott, I hear a lot of times about guns being involved, guns brought to school, students having them. I mean, they know they're illegal. They know they're not supposed to. What brings this about? Why? I keep wondering, why are they? I mean, I know there's a lot of things you're not supposed to do and you slip up, but that's seems like such a serious thing and such an infraction that they just. I keep asking why. Well, you have to look at a few things. You want to, every time that we arrest someone, and it's not very often as far as with someone with a weapon on them, but you've got to get in their mind, why did you bring this to school? What was your intention? Was it because that you're trying to intimidate somebody? Was it because you're trying to hurt somebody? Is it because you're trying to just show it off?
Then you have to look at the home. How did this kid have access to this weapon? Are we being reckless as parents by not securing our weapons at home? In a safe and things like that. So you have to look at all those details. And majority of the time, we do get students that said the reason why they're carrying it is for their own protection because they've been threatened by someone. So they, have had a gun on them for their protection. So regardless, it cannot be on school campus. I mean, that you got something there that can take the life of someone else. And, them as well as their parents, if they're being reckless, need to be held accountable for those things.
What usually happens? Maybe a first-time offender of that.
Well, that's a zero tolerance, meaning that's immediate expulsion, from that school system, and then obviously they'll be transported up here and be charged with having a firearm on school property, and then depending on if there's a specific people that they were wanting to threat, whether we have threats of mass violence on school property, that we add that charge in onto as well. But they would be handcuffed and brought up here and held in detention until they were able to see a juvenile judge.
What maybe would be the usual punishment for this, or sentence, or whatever?
Well, juvenile court is built for rehabilitation. It's not a punitive court. So in a situation like that, the worst thing that could happen, or the biggest sentence, I guess, a judge could give in a situation like this would put them under juvenile justice, which basically means that person would stay in detention or state's custody until they're until they age out. Or they can be tried as an adult, depending on their age and depending on the crime. They could be tried as an adult, but they cannot be released. And, the corrections that we have here, which is adults only, 18 or older, they can't be put in a place like that if they're underage. So that's one thing that you have to look at as well. So.
But the consequences are quite serious.
Yes,
Very.
I mean, yes, and again, if depending on the situation and the age, more than likely, if you had a situation like that, especially in a high school, that you could get tried as an adult, the consequences then become more severe than if they remain as under the realm of a juvenile.
Well, I'm just wondering, of those who fall into some category we've talked about here and have to do their sentence, their time, whatever, how many of them wind up in prison later on? How many get straightened out? Do you have any statistics?
I don't have any statistics on that. I am aware because of my interactions with a couple situations where we've had a juvenile that was charged with homicide and get tried as an adult, and then when they turn 18 they will go to a prison and serve out their time. So I have seen situations like that where they have been tried as an adult and have, gotten lengthy sentences and things like that. So again, it's, it's just the law as far as being a juvenile. You're protected so much because, again, it's a court meant for rehabilitation, not for, punitive reasons.
Well, this is not something I like to discuss every day, but it's good to have the discussion here, to know that we do have law enforcement and we have protection, and hopefully our schools are as safe as they possibly can be. And we've got about a minute and a half left here this morning. The holiday season, shopping season coming up. I guess a word to the wise about your valuables.
I would say the biggest thing, if you're going out shopping, make sure you don't leave any valuables in your vehicles where they're in plain view, because you're just setting yourself up for a target. And also, if you're doing a lot of online shopping where you're having a bunch of deliveries sent to your house, be aware of porch pirates, is what we call people who are intentionally going around looking for packages on the front porch wherever they can and going and snatching those. So a good security system, Ring camera, helps us really prosecute those cases in situations like that.
Well, it's too bad that we have to worry about that, but that's the way it is. And here again, the more careful you can be, and the more in preventive mode, probably the better off you're going to be.
Vigilance is everything.
Yeah, it's really nice to have you with us today. I hope hope December goes well, and we'll see you next time that the sheriff wants a break, I guess.
I appreciate it. If I don't see you before then, Merry Christmas.
Well, thank you.
Happy holidays.
Thanks for being with us today. Captain Scott Moore from the Sheriff's Department, and that's part one of Coleman and Company. More coming up right here on FM 98.9.
Let's see what's happening on the roadways. It's all brought to you by our friends at Bates Ford and the Works Vehicle Checkup. They'll make sure your vehicle is ready for any road. $69.95 up to 5 quarts of oil, tax and disposal, tire rotation and safety check. 1780 Franklin Road. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. A little bit more volume in the last few minutes. I-40 westbound coming in from Wilson County over into Hermitage. More volume in the last few minutes westbound. Vietnam Vets approaching Conference Drive. All that traffic flowing in right now from Sumner County into Davidson County. They're on Vietnam Vets. Hey, when you need dependable towing for your car or truck, make sure you call STR Towing and Recovery. Check them out first. Get to know them at strtow.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Dasher and Dancer.
Ready for Christmas? AM 900 WKDA has got you covered. AM 900 will be broadcasting Christmas classics from 11 a.m. every weekday until 6 a.m. the next morning and all weekend long. Your favorites like Gene Autry, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, and Bing Crosby.
Of a white Christmas.
Great artists from the 40s through the 70s, like Brenda Lee, Johnny Mathis, Rosemary Clooney, Nat King Cole, and even some Elvis.
Have a blue, 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 blue.
Plus, we'll have a variety of modern rock, pop, and country stars, along with kids' favorites like the Muppets and Alvin and the Chipmunks. Get in the Christmas spirit with WKDA AM 900.
Christmas tree.
Cedar City RV, your destination for all things camping. Whether you're looking for travel trailers, fifth wheels, or anything in between, Cedar City RV has you covered. We proudly offer top brands like Forest River, Palomino, Rockwood, Coachman, and more. Plus, expert service after the sale to keep you on the road with confidence. Financing is available, making it easier than ever to start your next adventure. Visit us online at cedarcityrv.com or stop by our location at 1102 Sparta Pike in Lebanon to explore new and previously enjoyed models today.
We'll have mostly cloudy skies with occasional rain showers for today. Highs to be in the mid-50s. Showers continue for tonight. It will be cold, lows in the mid-30s. And then staying mostly cloudy and occasional rain showers will continue for Tuesday. Highs in the upper 40s. This weather forecast brought to you by Walker Auction and Realty, professional auction and real estate services. Get top dollar for your home, land, or personal property. Log on to MikeWalkerAuctions.com.
Coleman and Company, welcome to part two here on a Monday morning. Gail Helen joins us now to talk about the Farm Bureau Expo Center. Gail is Director of Marketing and Events for the Farm Bureau Expo. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good to see you again.
Yep. I survived Thanksgiving.
Your weekend okay?
It was quiet. That's what I wanted.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I will say I passed by the Expo Center, the fairgrounds, the Ward Ag Center, and it was not as busy as usual, it seems.
No, we had a quiet, the holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, always tend to and New Year's tend to give us that quiet moment where we can deep dive into some cleaning and prep stuff. But we did that last week, and we've got mistletoe moving in this week. So Wednesday, Thursday, they'll move in. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they'll be there. And just a plethora of holiday parties and that type of stuff is mostly what we see in December.
Well, it's your job. We would say it's your job to book it, to have somebody there as much as possible. That's pretty much the essence of what you do, and your staff takes care of them when you lease it out, rent it out, whatever you call it, and people are coming, and they have to be taken care of. But
right,
it's an ever going thing.
It is. It's nonstop. I fondly refer to it as a little bit of a love-hate relationship, because the better I do my job, the harder they work. So, there's always that. But I do protect Easter and Thanksgiving and Christmas. If somebody wants to book it, they're going to pay a premium, because those are times that I can make sure that we have that time off, because our schedule at the expo is very different than anybody else in the county, because we work all the time. I mean, it's a 7-day-a-week operation. So holidays oftentimes get booked. Veterans Day is another one. I had 2 events going on in the expo on Veterans Day, while the rest of the county employees had it off. So we always have to compensate for that and make sure that they get their time off. But Easter, Christmas, and Thanksgiving, we make sure that they have time with their families.
Well, what do you got coming up you want to talk about?
Well, just mistletoe merchants, and like I said, a whole bunch of private holiday parties is pretty much the case. And before we realize it, we're in December 1. Okay, so that means not a whole lot to me, because we'll be in January before I can even blink, and we'll be starting it all over again. And we've already got a full calendar for the year, and we've been booking into 2030 now for at least a year and a half. So I'm starting to build out and open up that calendar for 31, 32. Yeah. So it's just
4, 5, 6 years ahead.
That's right. That's right. And it gets even more challenging when you're trying to coordinate that with the ag grounds, because they too have a lot going on. I do a lot of, I can't help you, but for the size space you're looking for, you might want to contact the ag grounds and check out this building or that building. And then I also refer out to a lot of our other venues. So I make a point to kind of understand what the other venues are in the area, because honestly, it doesn't matter if it comes to the expo or it comes to another venue in Wilson County. We all win if it stays in Wilson County. So there's no point for there to be a competition. It's more about keeping that business in Wilson County if it's appropriate and if it's a good fit.
Well, I try to remind everybody of your website each week, and no doubt a lot of people go there and get a lot of information. That's kind of a starting point, isn't it?
It is. It's a good place to start. That is always changing. So, I tell people that they'll see it's like, oh, well, you've got this date open. Well, what they don't realize is on the other side of the spectrum, I'm probably either talking to somebody or about that date, or we've had changes, and the changes, we just haven't got the changes updated on the calendar yet. Yeah. So it's a great place to start, but it's an ever-evolving state.
Well, go to FarmBureauExpo.com or Facebook for events, event details, leasing information, and more. And then, of course, you contact Gail and get the ball rolling.
That's right. That's right.
Will that do it for today?
I think it will. And I hope you have a great day.
Have a great one. See you next Monday.
Sounds good.
All right. Gail Hellam, Director of Marketing and Events for the Farm Bureau Expo Center. We're about 22 and a half before 8 o'clock. And this morning, we're going to feature Playhouse 615 and their plans for the holiday. And Joel Merriweather is with us. Joel, good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's good to see you again. Been a while.
Thank you. Good to see you.
And between you and Ann Street Kavanaugh, good morning to you.
Good morning.
And Andrew Blair, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning.
The three of you are going to tell us all that's about to happen. right?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Well, we will start with you, Joel. You are the contact person, and you, when you have something coming up at Playhouse 615, you usually contact me by email and see if I've got any time available, and
Yes.
we'll try to accommodate when we can. We are doing our best to accommodate you this morning.
And we are very appreciative.
Yes, we are.
And good to see you
You
again.
too.
You two have usually both of you come whenever we do
We
this.
do. We try to come.
And Andrew Blair, good morning again to you.
Good morning.
I don't think you've been here before.
I have
Playhouse
not.
6. It's Playhouse 615.
Yes.
I may have said that wrong. 615, 615.
Same thing.
So you're the, I won't say kid, but we will too. You're the kid on the block this morning.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, you could say that.
This is Prince Charming.
Prince Charming, better known as.
All right. Well, get us started here.
All right. So, Playhouse 615 is going to premiere something. For the first time in Wilson County, we are doing a British panto. And it's a very traditional type of Christmas holiday event in the UK
And Ireland.
and Ireland. And we decided that we wanted to do something a bit different for this holiday season. So we are doing Cinderella. And it's because Anne knows more about pantos than I do, and her husband is Irish, I'm going to let her explain what they are all about.
They are a lot of fun, is what they're all about. My husband, yes, he is from Ireland, so I've been over there quite a few times over the holidays. And our family, we always go to see a panto. It's usually based on a fairy tale, like Cinderella, like we're doing this year, but it's more of a fractured fairy tale. There's usually a grande dame who is narrator or host of the evening, and we have Veronica Electronica, who will be doing that for us this year. It's fun, and there's music, and there's confetti, and there'll be candy, and it's just a lot of fun. You sing along, you yell things back at the performers. If they say certain things, every time we see Prince Charming, we go, hooray! and if the Baroness comes out, Baroness Vendetta, when she arrives, the stepmother, you say, boo, and things like that. Or if somebody says, oh, no, I won't, you say, oh, yes, you can. Yeah, yes, you will. I said it wrong.
So a lot of audience participation.
A lot of audience participation,
Yes.
and it is a blast. And kids have a great time. There's always a few jokes for the adults, and it's fun.
You've never done one like this before?
No. In fact, we are premiering this panto in Wilson County. It's never been done before.
They don't really do it here, and it's very much a tradition over there. Like all the theaters are doing it right now. If you look up the different theaters in Ireland and around England and London, I guess in particular, everybody's doing a panto. It's just, it's huge over there. There's characters like Sammy Sausages, and we have a Buttons. That's a very traditional character, and Dandini, and so there are characters that they usually have in all the pantos, no matter what story they're doing, but it may be Aladdin or Little Mermaid or Snow White. It's just...
Now, who came up? Was this a collaborative idea, or did somebody say, I like this and I think this is what we ought to do?
Well, actually, Anne suggested that we do the panto last year. She broached the idea, and I thought it was a fantastic idea because no one ever does it around here. And then we went through the process of trying to figure out which fairy tale we were going to fracture. And we landed on Cinderella because everyone knows Cinderella. You know, Cinderella is in tatters and rags, and she doesn't get along with her stepsisters, and her fairy godmother comes and creates this magical coach out of a pumpkin, and they go to the ball, and she loses her shoe, and Prince Charming has this glass slipper, and it's very, I don't know why people do it at the holidays, but they do.
Well, let's ask Andrew here. Tell us a little bit about you and how you got to be able to do this.
Well, this is actually my 4th show ever, and I just came on to Playhouse 615 a few years ago, actually.
This is your 4th one at Playhouse 615?
This is my 4th show in general. This is my first show at Playhouse 615.
Okay, all right, okay,
yeah.
Go ahead.
And so my friend Riley Barup, this is actually his first show ever as Buttons, and I kind of inspire him to, audition with me. And so we get to do this show together. It's just so much fun. Everyone is so funny. I have the hardest time keeping a straight face at all times. Just absolute blast.
How long you been rehearsing?
About 2 months.
Something, yeah, almost 6 weeks, I guess.
You got it down pat now.
Yeah.
I think you haven't had a performance yet, have you?
No, we open Friday night.
Okay, that's what in the past. Lots of times in the past, we have caught you maybe in the middle. I mean, you usually run for 2 or 3 or 4 weekends really, and this is one of the first times we've got you before you've had your
Yes.
premiere.
Yes, we open Friday night.
So tell us the location and what it's cost for tickets.
All right. So we are at
11920.
I went blank for a minute. Lebanon Road in Mount Juliet.
You're close to the Davidson-Wilson County line, aren't you?
Well, we are actually closer to the intersection of Lebanon Road and Mount Juliet Road. If you know where Larry's Barber Shop is, we are literally in the same shopping strip as Larry's.
Okay.
And he's an institution. He's been there forever.
So that's where you're performing.
Yes.
And
tickets are $20 for adults and $10 for children.
And $17 for seniors and military.
Yes.
Okay.
But we'll give a discount if you call the box office and say, "I heard you on the radio." We'll give you $5 off your ticket, except for the kid tickets. We can't go that low for the kids.
All right. Now, and again, when's your first show?
Friday night, and we run through the 14th of December. Our performance schedule is a little different this time because we're doing a Saturday matinee at 2:30, and then we will have another Saturday performance at 7:30 that evening. So it's Friday night and Saturday night at 7:30, Saturday and Sunday at 2:30.
Okay. All right. 2:30, 7:30.
Yes.
Friday. You have 2 on Saturday.
Correct.
Okay. 1 on Friday, 1 on.
Yes, and they can go to our website, www.playhouse615.com, to purchase tickets.
Okay. All right. I think we've got all that done. We're ready to take a break. More coming up here on Coleman & Company, FM 98.9.
And let's see what's happening on the roadways. It's all brought to you by our friends at Absolute Kubota. Premium brands require premium parts and service. Contact Absolute Kubota's Elite Certified Service Department to schedule an appointment. 449-6171. Now with traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. More volume in the last few minutes southbound on 65 here at Trinity Lane. It's finally starting to build with more volume on 24 westbound. Passing Bell Road coming in from Murfreesboro. Watch for some radar still out here. Certain areas down I-40 in Wilson County. Hey, when you need dependable towing for a car or a truck, call STR Towing and Recovery. More information online at strtow.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Mow, dig, haul, lift. The versatile Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor does it all. Switching attachments is simple, and a smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
For sales and service, see Absolute Kubota, 1506 West Main Street, Lebanon.
Need a venue for your next corporate training, meeting, luncheon, or customer appreciation event? These are just a few of the event options that the Farm Bureau Expo Center can accommodate within its 79,000 square feet of adaptable event space. The Farm Bureau Expo Center offers unparalleled versatility for corporate events in Wilson County. Come on by and check us out. For booking details as well as upcoming events, visit farmbureauexpo.com or find us on Facebook. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Farm Bureau Expo.
The Dancing Lights of Christmas, Tennessee's largest, longest running, and most affordable drive-through light and music show is back. We're talking 3 million lights spanning a 2.5-mile route, all synchronized to some of your favorite Christmas tunes. After the lights, Santa's Village is loaded with food and fun, a petting zoo, pictures with Santa, even a helicopter ride above the lights. Take the short drive out to the Wilson County Fairgrounds to make some Christmas memories that will last a lifetime. Open 5 p.m. nightly through January 4th. More info at thedancinglightsofchristmas.com. Family owned and operated for over 15 years.
We continue here on this Monday morning. Thanks for joining us. Our Monday after Thanksgiving and December the 1st, we're featuring Playhouse 615, Joel Meriwether, Ann Street Cavanaugh, Andrew Blair. They're all with us here. Want to go to you, Andrew. You're saying that you're the younger of probably all of the three that are of you that are here this morning.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly. We're not sure.
How did you get into wanting to be in the acting business? Let's say. I mean, I don't know whether we can call this a business exactly, but it's probably you're doing it more for fun than you are for pay, I imagine. But what is acting in your blood?
So. I never really thought about acting for the longest time. You know, I thought about what most kids these days think about, like, you know, YouTuber, like, you know, just entertainer. And then one day, my mom just shows me a photo of my friend Luke on stage in costume, and I just said, I want to do that. And then I think like 2 months after, I was at my first audition. Yeah.
Well, what your role is Prince Charming.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Well, Prince Charming, you know, he's this handsome, charming prince of the kingdom type. But, you know, the moment he finds this princess, Cinderella, you know, he gets all nervous and shy and he doesn't know what to say. Because, you know, he's like, I want to date this girl. But then he can't find her. And so he goes all around the kingdom looking for her.
Is this an easy role, difficult for you? There's some adaptation, no doubt, to adjust to being Prince Charming, but did it come pretty natural?
It was very difficult at first because, you know, you got to be this confident prince while at the same time being nervous. But, you know, you get used to it after rehearsing.
And you've been practicing a good while. How many are in the cast?
Well, there's... How many?
9.
9.
You didn't run out of fingers?
Yes. I just don't want to sit there and count.
Oh, okay. And again, your first performance is going to be this Friday evening.
Yes.
And the location, again, for those who weren't with us 10 minutes ago.
11920 Lebanon Road.
And that Larry's Barbershop?
Yeah, we're about 1 mile west of the intersection of Lebanon Road and Mount Juliet Road.
Okay. All right. Well, you've been doing this for a while. Y'all have been quite successful.
Next year is our 5th anniversary season.
Mm-hmm.
And we are so excited. We cannot believe we've been here 5 years.
Well, Ann Street Cavanaugh, we haven't let you say a lot this morning. What's
I'm with Joel. I'm used to it.
What's your role in all of this?
I'm managing director of the Playhouse, but I'm also directing the Cinderella Panto, and I also adapted the Cinderella Panto because we tried to go with a script that playwrights over in Ireland and the UK had written, and the vernacular was so entrenched in that area that I thought American audiences were not really going to understand some of the things that they're talking about. So I sort of sat down and redid it. So that's my role in the show. But mainly I'm directing it. I'm the one who cast Andrew as Prince Charming. He just came in and was Prince Charming when he walked in. And he has a hard role because he's sort of like the straight man, so to speak, in it because he's got chaos going all around him. Our stepsisters are Anita Bath and Halitosis. And so they're constantly going after the prince for themselves. And so he has to remain like calm during all of this craziness around him, and he's doing great.
He's the coach?
A little bit, yeah.
Well,
he's the calm in the storm around him.
Joel, what about you?
I don't have much to do with this particular production. I'm doing the social media postings and publicity, and then I'll end up running lights during the performances.
Well, you said you're soon going to be celebrating 5 years.
5 years,
and,
yes.
Have both of you, Joel and Ann, been in this from the beginning?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So you probably collaborated some in the beginning to put your heads together to
oh,
come
very
up
much
with this,
so.
because you most people I've known who've done these sorts of things, have a local playhouse, they see a need for it. They're creative people. They want to give back to the community, but this is the way they want to give back. Does that kind of describe this?
It was a little bit, yeah. This kind of came out of COVID and the tornado. We were just talking, and we both have extensive theater backgrounds.
Well, I take it you're not sorry for your endeavors so far.
No,
no,
we're loving it.
Not
It's
at all.
Definitely.
I mean, some days you spend 15 hours at the theater and go home, fall into bed, and then get up the next day and do it all over again.
Yes, I have a sign at my house that says "Eat, drink, theater, repeat." No, eat, sleep, theater, repeat. That's what it says.
Well, casting is always an important part of any production. You've got to get some people who fit the role as best you can, and you probably put a lot of thought and effort into that. I would think so.
Oh, very much. And we will advertise around so that people understand what the characters are that we're looking for. And we've tried to create a very safe, I don't know if safe is the right word, but like a safe space for people to come and be creative and explore. And one thing with our show is it's very much, you can ad lib, and it's like, let's try everything, get it out of your system now, and just try different things and see what works. And so we hope that for the artist or someone who's interested in acting, you don't have to have a big background, but to be able to come and feel safe enough to create and have fun and enjoy yourself
and
while
be
you're
supported.
there. Yeah, and be supported.
And Coleman, there's a saying in theater that casting is 90% of what you have to do, and if you get the cast right, the rest of it is gravy.
You found that to be true?
Oh, yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've got a good cast this time.
I have a great cast. They are a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
What? Yeah, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to throw this out because we keep forgetting. We do have a special matinee on the 13th where Santa Claus will be there half hour before the show and then a half hour after the show. And so if you come to the show and have your kids with you and you want to get a picture with Santa, bring your phone and you can just take your own. There's no charge or anything. You can just have a picture with Santa and the kids can meet Santa Claus.
On the 13th?
On the 13th.
Yes, at 2:30.
It's a Saturday afternoon. It's the 2:30 show.
Yeah. Saturday afternoon. Okay.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
All right, we've got about 4.5 minutes left here, and I'm sure there's more we can talk about this morning. Andrew, tell us a little more about your background.
Well, I grew up very local. I've actually lived in Tennessee all my life. I'm currently 16. I became homeschooled when I was like 10, 12 maybe. Mm-hmm. And so, I did theater with a homeschool acting group called Marshmallow Drama for quite a while until I came here, with Playhouse 615 and just having a blast.
Well, what are you doing now besides being part of Playhouse 615? Are you still in school? Are you employed? I'm asking too much, I guess, but yeah. I'm wanting to get to know you a little bit.
Well, I do work at a pizza place as well, part-time. I do a lot of school, a whole lot of school, so much homework, all the time.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, this to you, what sports might be to some people?
Yeah, I do track and field with Tennessee Heat. That's our team. And that's actually where I met the guy that got me into theater, the guy that I saw a photo of on stage. He's the track coach's son. Well,
again, your role is Prince Charming. From what Ann has told us here this morning, not the easiest thing. Have you found that a few difficulties in getting your role down pat here?
Really, the hardest part is just keeping a straight face.
Oh,
you don't understand, with the lights on you, and you're trying to be all serious, and then there's these people in front of you that are just doing the funniest thing you have ever seen with a completely straight face, and you just you just can't keep it together. It's so hard.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. You're probably worth the price of a ticket to come and see you keep a straight face.
Very much so.
What's future look like? I mean, you're going to be celebrating 5 years.
Yes. We are having auditions on December the 7th and 8th for our first show of the 2026 season. It is a play called A Bad Year for Tomatoes, and it was written by John Patrick, and it's about a Hollywood actress that decides to leave the hustle and bustle of Hollywood and move to Vermont to plant tomatoes.
Oh, boy.
It's a comedy.
It's a comedy, and she keeps being recognized in this little bitty Vermont town, so she creates a crazy sister Sadie to scare off all of her neighbors.
Okay, that's probably enough on that. We'll hopefully when you get ready to do that, we'll find
we will
a time
be back
for
if you'll have us.
But in our last minute here, let's go over this again. It's Playhouse 615, the holiday panto, Cinderella. And you get tickets online at www.playhouse615.com. And they're $20. The most expensive ticket is $20.
It's $20.
And there are some discounts if you qualify and whatever. Okay, and the dates again, quickly.
December the 5th through the 14th. 7:30 Friday night, 7:30 Saturday night, 2:30 Saturday afternoon, and 2:30 Sunday afternoon.
All right. Well, I hope you have great attendance and do well in this. And Joel Merriweather, thanks for being
Thank
with
you,
us.
Coleman.
Ann Street Kavanaugh,
Yes,
good to see you.
you too, thank
and
you.
Andrew Blair, we wish you well. We've appreciated getting to know you this morning, and hope you're just a great Prince Charming. I'm sure you will be.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Thanks for being with us on a Monday. If all goes well, we'll be back tomorrow. And until then, I wish you a magnificent day.